Do you ever find yourself having a rather awkward moment when someone says the words, "So tell me, what are your hobbies?" Because apparently I spend a lot of time with Sean Connery impersonators. But, okay, so recently I spent a lot of time putting in the transcripts for classes I took in my spare time or when I was handling some rather difficult situations, which caused me to have to spend some downtime trying to help myself. Things like my issues with my kidney, or time spent when I was trying to help myself with my epilepsy and become seizure free. And I found that taking history courses, especially Roman history courses, on places like Future Learn and Open University, were ways that I had to keep myself feeling a little less awkward. So one of my hobbies is studying history. I wouldn't want to major in history just because of the fact that it doesn't really seem like a well-paying career is going to come out of it, and I'm also interested in dietetics and nutrition, so which people need more help with, especially if we go through a time where we might really need, as a society, we live in a society where we might find ourselves needing to become an agrarian culture again, as we were 10,000 years ago when people finally started living in societies. We live in a society. I put a filter on my lips. They were looking a little less than good. Okay. So, we might need to find ways of helping ourselves and looking for foods that can nourish, but also foods that won't poison us and kill us while we attempt to bring society back from the brink. Because the way things are going, I sense that there's going to be a brink. Oh yeah. Anyway, so history is one of my big things. I also like to watch a lot of Mary Beard documentaries on ancient Rome and hope to take my sister with me and explore from street food that we can eat, especially with our allergies. Probably it won't be anything weedy, but I do think that we can explore making porridge out of millet and meat dishes, etc., even though the bread would not be good for us. But eggs and meat and cheese and honey and things like that, and also fish. So, how to enjoy and explore Rome without hurting ourselves, and also exploring history. And one of my favorite people to do this is Mary Beard. Through her documentaries, I have seen a little old lady exploring ancient toilets, and it was also my first time watching a documentary where someone is in a toilet and points to the ceiling and the walls and says, "That's 2,000-year-old shit." Just, hello. Other than that, it seemed like a very well cared for sewer, so that's nice. Probably don't want to go there with my sister as much as I want to explore ancient temples and also things that so far I've only been able to explore electronically through 3D models, like Agrippa's temple, for example, and the altar of peace. Get up close and personal with the beautiful statue of Augustus, even though it definitely has seen better days, and it used to be a lot more colorful, showing his reddish blonde hair, gray eyes, and his very bright, vibrant armor, as you'll notice in other statues. If colorized, the emperors of the first century tended to be rather reddish blonde and have gray eyes, which is talked about in the books. So anyway, so that's a big thing. And taking the past to help ourselves in the future, remind ourselves, hey, by the way, we should not act this way because that didn't work out so well. Or, hey, maybe we should bring this back, bring this sexy back, hello, and things like that to better help ourselves. And I don't know how this went into a bit of a rant about going to the brink of the apocalypse and whether or not, but it's been one of those times. And so yeah, I'm that boring person who answers questions like, so, what are your hobbies? With, oh, I really, really love 2,000-year-old history. It makes me very popular, but also it gave me some life credits recently, so I am delighted that I can use things that I keep as hobbies to better myself and to get actual college credit for.